What's up guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, I want us to watch and to listen to this video from a United States activist. He has come out and exposed Jamaica hidden secrets. So kindly guys, watch this till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up.
When you study the history of the Ma'afa, the transatlantic slave trade, many of those who were brought to Jamaica came from the Nigeria, Benin, Cameroon, Congo region. That is a very unapologetic fight to the death region. Some of the ethnic kingdoms in that region, the white man didn't even want to enslave them because it was too difficult to break them. Jamaicans still have that spirit. They are indomitable as a people. It's no coincidence that it was a Jamaican bookman who went to Haiti and led the Haitian Revolution. You understand? When you look at Nani, when you look at Cujo and Akangpong and all those revolutionary Jamaicans, it's no coincidence that they had so many revolutionaries on that island, because they brought that African spirit that can never be broken. And if African people are going to be free geographically in the Caribbean or globally across the world, Jamaica will play a role in it. Just like when I go to Africa, I say it all the time. In order for Africa to be free, Nigeria will have to play a role in it because of their indomitable spirit. You can see that the Jamaicans and the Nigerians have the same blood. It's like, it's undeniable. So number one, that spirit of revolution. And then when you take the Rasta culture and what that did, and when you take Bob Marley's success in reggae and what that did, and of course the greatest Pan-Africanist and greatest organizer of all time, Marcus Garvey, coming from Jamaica, and others, you understand. But I think when you look at their national heroes and the Pan-African impact that they had, Bob Marley was a Pan-Africanist. The Rastafari are Pan-Africanists. Marcus Garvey, the father of modern Pan-Africanism. John Brown Russworm, the revolutionaries that came out of there. Even to the slave revolt leaders, Sam Sharp, Paul Bogle. When you look at the Pan-Africanist nature that is at the foundation of the revolutionary Jamaican spirit, it helps you to understand why they are so feared and loved around the world. They're so unapologetic that when some people are trying to kick off revolutionary movements, if they're not sincere, they will scream for the Jamaicans. They want to make sure I don't have no Jamaicans in this, because I know when the Jamaicans come, they come to war. They come to fight. You don't invite the Jamaicans unless you're sincere. You understand? Because I would probably say per capita, they're some of the greatest revolutionaries that the race has ever produced.
Wow.
Jamaica is such a small nation, but it's made such a massive impact on the world, from Bob Marley to food to culture. Why do you think that is?
If you want to go into history, I think we just come from a rebellious people, in a sense that you can't force us to do anything. But if it's something that we want to do, that same energy and rebellious nature, it will be powered and pushed into some creativity. Music is about a beat, it's a rhythm. And the rhythm of being Jamaican is all about just pushing yourself forward. And no matter where you come from, no matter the hardships you come from, just striving forward and making the best of it.
We got a lot of love from Africa, and we curated our own vibe in Jamaica where we had to share with the rest of the world. It's a beautiful place. When you go there, you feel the love, you feel the temperature, you see the waters, you wake up every day and it's a beautiful smile on your face. That's why Bob Marley has a song, Smile in Jamaica.
I just think they were true to themselves, and they was putting that stuff that they felt strongly about and passionate about. And I think it just resonated with the world, and sometimes certain themes are universal, and I think they just tapped into that, and that's what they focus on. And there we are, like many years later, and Jamaica is like one of the most influential places out there. So
that brings me to Jamaica and its influence worldwide, right? Yes. Because Jamaicans, they have this saying, "Little but with talawa."
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Definitely, little but with talawa.
Love
that
it.
is it.
So explain to us what that means first of all.
Little but with talawa meaning, even though we're small, talawa, the word talawa is like we've done so much.
Right.
The greatness of big stuff. Our culture has impacted other cultures. People just love Jamaica. They love the language. They love the food. They love the ambience. They love the breeze, the beach, the tree, everything. everything.
Yeah.
The chicken, the fish, the curry, the ackee, the saltfish, the breadfruit, the roast banana, them love everything. Like
Period.
we've really just created such a
Literally, yes.
massive impact work.
Jamaican bring rap into New York.
I don't think people really understand this whole hip hop shit was birthed from Jamaica. Like,
look at how much hip hop was influenced from reggae culture. We wouldn't have DJs.
I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Jamaica is one of the most influential black countries on this planet Earth. On this planet Earth, hands down, Jamaicans is one of the most influential people on this planet that will stand against anything. I don't care. Back in the day, everyone had to claim to be Jamaican to be accepted. I don't care. Nowadays, everyone's being accepted. Everybody's music is being accepted. Everything's being accepted. But we were standing out when none of us was really accepting. When they weren't even accepting black music, when they weren't even accepting them spaces, we were still standing out there and telling people exactly who we were and what we represent. And that is the reason why we stand as one of the most influential countries on this planet. And I don't care what nobody says, because we're a country of 3 million people. We're a country of 3 million people, and we influence from our lands all the way that way and all the way that way. Okay? So I just want to shout out. I just want to shout out to all my Jamaicans. And I just wanted to shout out to all the people that love Jamaica, because we're one influential motherfucking country and nobody can tell me differently. And I respect my country highly, and I will always talk about my country highly because we're one of the top. And I don't care, the haters can come, but we are one of the most influential countries, and the reason why corporations and brands and everybody will continuously to watch what we're doing year on year on year, because we set records. Period. Done.
Where rapping come from? Who originate rapping? Who originate rapping? Jamaican. A Jamaican originate rapping. A Jamaican bring rapping to New York.
Come all the way out the back and be very blunt with it. The Jamaican and Puerto Rican contributions to hip hop is negligible. What do I mean by that?
And the Yankee them pick it up. Yeah, you never hear about Cool Herc. You never hear about him. You never hear, where the great Busta Rhymes come from? Where did he come from? You remember the great Shinehead? And many more famous rappers from Jamaica, where I know mention.
the reason why me and Spliff was so magical is because that's the beautiful thing about the way we was molded and shaped from a cultural standpoint. Like, we Caribbean niggas. I'm a Jamaican nigga, he a Trinidadian nigga. So the showmanship that we displayed, a lot of that shit come from dancehall culture. And I don't think people really understand this whole hip hop shit was birthed from Jamaica. Like, Kool Herc is a Jamaican nigga. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The whole concept of having big ass speakers stockpiled on top of each other and playing loud ass music outside, that come from Jamaica. That's dancehall culture. You know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't for Caribbeans, it wasn't for Western Indian Caribbeans, there would be no hip hop.
Man, get out of here. You gotta be out of your mind, man.
Where would hip hop be without Caribbean Americans? There wouldn't be no hip hop.
Toasting on the mic, that's rhyming. We wouldn't have the whole hip hop culture.
I interviewed NLE Choppa, right?
Oh, yes.
He's a young rapper. He's 19 years old.
Right.
And he's from Jamaican descent. I think like his mother is Jamaican or something like that. And we were just talking about hip hop, and I was saying, oh, Kool Herc is Jamaican, right? The inventor of hip hop and so forth. And from what I understand, he took some of the sensibilities of Jamaican dancehall and so forth and applied it with American music and created hip hop out of that. And this whole thread started about like, Jamaicans had nothing to do with hip hop. That's Vlad is trying to change the narrative. And I'm like, the guy's Jamaican. Like, that's established. He's Jamaican.
Right.
And if you look at Jamaican dance parties, they do kind of resemble what these parties, with guys on the mic and so forth. Like, that wasn't being done in the U.S. originally. It was a Jamaican thing. It was a reggae thing. And I'm like, yeah, he took some of that style and created hip hop with it. I don't see the problem with me giving props to Jamaicans.
Jamaicans and like reggae and that influenced the whole world. Yeah. Personally, like I think a lot of culture that has come from over there. You get me?
That's
like, even the way the man them dress on that, from like in Bridge, everyone's loud, like super loud. Like, you get me? That's a yard man thing.
What Fat Joe learned lean back from then?
Well, I learned lean back from
I studied Missy, how she did songs around that time, and really the whole reggae movement. But it was like single to play. Away.
Oh yeah,
It was rocking with all that, right? The Elephant Man and all that. And so I was like, yo, I gotta do like the Jamaicans, man. They making these songs that everybody's doing to dance to. So that was really the influence of Lean Back, all in the gumbo.
A lot of Americans, I think, they look at Jamaica and they think like Bob Marley. They think cruise ship to Kingston.
That's Montego Bay, Ocho Rios. Those are the tourist areas.
And that's what a lot of Americans think of when they think of Jamaica, but that's not the true experience.
That's why when you go down to the resorts, they tell you don't leave the resort, because anything outside the resort, you make yourself fair game.
Right.
You know?
And the gang situation there, they respect the tourist areas. They don't really...
Oh, no, they don't go around there because they don't care. It's the same all over the world. I mean, as far as just like in New York, when the cocaine first came, it was all right when it stayed in the black neighborhoods and blacks was doing it. But when the whites came to the black neighborhoods to cop the drugs, to do it, to bring it back to the white neighborhood, now we have a problem.
The government doesn't care if black people, but as soon as white people get involved, then all of a sudden it's a big problem. The government kind of turns a blind eye, the police.
Yeah, because it's all about money. They protect the ones that's voting and paying taxes.
Tell me why I make one video talking about solar panels and business, and all a lot of people can talk about in the comments is me, where me come from, but where the accent they are going with. Don't worry about it. Me love it, and me love Uno same way. But actually, me did want come here and clap back on somebody who say, oh, she's not even Jamaican and Jamaica is going down the drain. And all me want tell that person is, when that somebody from another country who moved to our one country become from that country. Me was born, yes sir. When I turned 20 years old, me move here, so you rub off so much me use it. And from 2006, me get this a paper here. Me can't show Uno because of whatever personal information in them, but me want show Uno the picture. Come, look here. Look pan liquor floor. Just come from Cuba. Look pan the thin eyebrow them. No, a TikTok I put makeup on it. The Jamaican Constitution and the Jamaican Nationality Act of 1962. The above name has been registered as a citizen of Jamaica. This is dated the 22nd of February 2006. So me want Uno to establish when and when it's not okay if you say that you come from somewhere. Me did live 20 years of my life in a Cuba, and me have lived the next 20 years of my life in a Jamaica. Right now, me is officially 50-50. 50% Cuban and 50% Jamaican. So Uno, let me know in the comments when it's okay to say that you come from a country. And to answer that one lovely question as of why may I talk like this, because somebody did say, oh, you should stick to English and all them things there. Let me tell you something. See me, who was born yesterday in a Cuba, came to this place here not knowing one word in English. So how Uno expect me to sound? When Uno migrate from Jamaica go to Canada, Uno sound like English people? No, Uno adapt, Uno accent based in the country that Uno there. And Uno don't know English already, so Uno don't have any excuse. Me at least have an excuse. Me never know how to speak English, so me drop in a Jamaica now. And me learn to chat like Uno, because it's a Uno me hear talk. Me not hear English people talk. Me not hear American people talk. Me not work at embassy. And trust me, me do try to break in the American market and the Canadian market, and me start my videos like, yes, so I live in Jamaica and I am Cuban, and you don't know, say Jamaica nice, and me did tell you, so me can't hold my tongue, me can't hold it. The English just feel constraining, it just feel bland, it just feel square. Me like the patois spicy. The patois come, you know, with thyme and scallion and pimento. You understand? The English uses some mashed potatoes and some greens in the side. Me like the Jamaican accent, and me is going to continue mixing up the Cuban thing in there, because no matter what me try, the R is going to roll, and me can't differentiate jam from jam, whether it's the one that grow around and the one that you put at the bread are the same thing. There you have it. I am one spicy jerk quesadilla. for all of you who are new to my account, welcome to my TikTok tribe. I am Cuban, I live in Jamaica, and that's why my sons.
How did the Jamaicans manage to open up a Jamaican restaurant in every single country in the world? So I have traveled to around 20 different countries, and what I still don't understand is how every single place I've visited, I've always met a Jamaican person who has married a local, has mixed Jamaican kids, and has opened up a Jamaican restaurant with the best Jamaican food in town, which is the only Jamaican restaurant in town. Like, I understand if you are a person of Chinese or Indian descent, because China and India literally incorporate around a third of the entire world's population, and because of colonization. But Jamaica is a tiny island from the Caribbean. So my question is, how did you even find this country to immigrate to, first of all? Again, if you really do not believe me, literally, wherever you are in the world, look up Jamaican restaurant in your country and you will find it. It's so crazy to think about the significance of Bob Marley, because he really did that for you guys and he really put you guys on the map, and now everyone knows who you are. Wow, good for you. Like, Jamaica's not even that cool.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen what United States activist, he's known as Dr. Umar Johnson. He has come out and say about the Jamaican people. He's acknowledging that Jamaican people, they are really very strong people, and also majority of Jamaicans, they came from Africa, and that's why I really love to talk about Jamaica, simply because I know the history of Jamaica. You cannot go and start writing a history of Jamaica without seeing Africa, without talking about Africa, simply because majority of Jamaicans, black people, they came from Africa, and it is in West Africa. They came, majority of them, they came from West Africa. That's why I love to talk about Jamaica, because I know they are my brothers and sisters. And also we have been seeing how these black people in Jamaica, they have really make this Jamaica to be a very popular and famous country in the Caribbean. Because when you talk about the popular and the famous country in the Caribbean, the first country which comes to people's mind, it is Jamaica. Jamaica, it is the always first country when you talk about the countries in Jamaica, simply because of these people, how they have come out and make their country to be popular. And you can imagine this country, Jamaica, it is the thirdest largest country in the Caribbean. It is a small island, it is not a big island. So this country is a small island, and you can imagine this country, it has a bigger name than the country which has millions, which country, the countries that it is bigger than Jamaica. Jamaica name, it is bigger than the country which it is bigger than the Jamaican size. So this is tell you that the Jamaicans, they have really worked so hard to make their country the most popular and famous country. Despite these people, their population, when you go and see the population of Jamaica, the population, I can say it is under 6 million. Why am I saying it is under 6 million? It is because we are having around 2.8 Jamaicans who live in Jamaica. So the number that it is the people who live in Jamaica, around 2.8 millions. And we have almost 3 million Jamaicans who are outside Jamaican. So when you come out and total these numbers, you can see the Jamaican population, it is under 6 million, because we are having 2.8 millions who live in Jamaica, and we are having around 3 million Jamaicans who are outside their country. And you can see this country doesn't have millions of people, it doesn't have a high population, but you can see with the people, with the Jamaicans themselves, they are really work so hard, and they have really managed to put their country on the map, because Jamaica, it has given us a lot. You can imagine this world without Jamaica. We could be not hearing reggae music. We could be not having the fastest runner like the Usain Bolt. We could not having the some of the reggaeton music, some of the hip hop. Also, Jamaicans, they help in producing hip hop. We could not be hearing some patois language. You know patois language, how people they really love patois language. You cannot be having the good food from Jamaica, because also the Jamaicans, they are having the best food. And you guys, you know know that Jamaican food, it is the second best food in the world. The National Geography, they came out and said that Jamaica, it is the second best food. Majority of people, they love Jamaican food, and it has become the second best food in the world. So you can imagine a world without Jamaica. This world could be so boring, because I can say majority of things that Jamaicans, they have really come out and do to this world, because first of all, when you talk about music, you can see, we know reggae music, and in this world there's nowhere you can go and not listening Jamaica reggae music. Everywhere reggae music it is being played. Everywhere reggae music it is being played. And even here in my country, Kenya, we are having on Sundays, we usually play reggae music from Jamaica. On Sunday, it is only reggae music. Only reggae music we usually play on Sunday. You can imagine we have created a special day just for listening to reggae music, Jamaican music. And this is to tell you that also us people here in Africa, we really love Jamaican music. There's no any country you can go in Africa and not hear reggae music. There's no. And also some countries in Europe, they always play reggae music. And also one thing I've come to learn also about how Jamaica it has given this world joy is right now we are seeing majority of people, they are practicing Jamaican language, patois language. You can hear people saying wagwan, you can hear people saying naf, you can hear people communicating using some of the words from Jamaica, patois language. So this will tell you that Jamaica it is really influencing this world, and majority of people, they really love Jamaica. And also guys, you have watched that video from a Chinese woman. This Japanese is a Japanese woman. This Japanese woman, she has traveled over 20 countries, and each and every country that this lady she has traveled, she has come out and noticed that in every country that she has been into, there is a Jamaican restaurant. So this girl, she's wondering, why is it we are having Jamaica restaurant in this country that have already traveled? She has already traveled like around 20 countries, and in all that countries, whenever she's going out and look for Jamaica restaurant, she finds there's a Jamaican restaurant. So she's coming out and wondering, how did Jamaicans decided to build their hotel in all of these 20 countries that she has been to. But when you go deep down and do research, the people who are really the owner of this Jamaican restaurant in this country that this woman she has traveled, those people are not Jamaicans. No, those people are not Jamaicans. Those people are the local, are the citizen, and they have decided to come out and open Jamaican restaurant simply because they know majority of people, they love Jamaican food. And those citizens, they have decided to come out on their country and open Jamaican restaurants so that it can make people also to have a taste of Jamaican food, because majority of people, they love Jamaican food. And also here in Kenya, we are having a Jamaican restaurant. It is called Jam Tours. It is called Jam Tours Hotel. You can imagine that it is a Jamaica restaurant. Also in South Africa, we are having Jamaican restaurant. So this is to tell you that people, and when you go deeper and see the people who have opened this Jamaican restaurant, they are not Jamaicans. No, they are the local people. They have come out and find out that people love Jamaican food, and Jamaican food, it is on demand. When you open a restaurant, it is people that are coming in and take and eat Jamaican food because they are so delicious. So this is to tell you that people love Jamaican. And that Japanese woman, she was shocked. She was shocked completely. And majority of people, they were telling her it is because people love Jamaican food. And those people who have opened this restaurant, they are not Jamaicans. And that's why I came out and realized that when you go on YouTube, you will see so many videos of Jamaicans, of people teaching teaching how to speak on using Jamaican patois language. There's so many videos of learning on YouTube, learning how to speak using Jamaican patois language. So when you go deeper and see the people who are watching these videos, they are not Jamaicans. No, Jamaicans, they know how to speak their language. These people who they are learning these who are watching these videos of how to speak using patois language, those are people who are really concerned with Jamaicans. Those are people who really want to know how to speak using Jamaican patois language. And those videos, they are having millions and millions of views. This tell you that people, they really want to know how to speak with Jamaican patois language. And that's why right now we are seeing a lot of musicians, they are using Jamaican patois language in their music, simply because they know that when I use Jamaican patois language in my music will sell. And that's why we are having so many big artists using some of the Jamaican patois language in their music. So this tell you that a world without Jamaica don't know how this world will be. And that's why Jamaica, they are so unique. This country, it is very, very unique. Jamaican, it is very unique because when you go and see the flag of Jamaica, let's talk about their flag. Their flag, it doesn't have red. It doesn't have white. And these two colors, they are in like every flag in the world. Each countries, they are having red. Each country, they are having a white color. But when you go and see Jamaican flag, it is the only flag which it is in this world which it doesn't have red and white. Only Jamaican. That's why I've been telling you that Jamaica, they don't follow anybody. Jamaica, it is a country by its own. These countries, it's so different. You can see some of the record that Jamaicans, they have been giving us when it comes to the sport. You can see the kind of records. These people, they always set an abnormal record. You can see the record of Usain Bolt. Up to date, there's no any other person who has come and break the record of Usain Bolt. So this country, this world without Jamaica, this world could be very, very boring. And that's why you have seen how majority of people that have come out and talk about Jamaica. You have heard that lady from Jamaica. Jamaica, it is the only country which it is influential. Jamaica, it is for real. Jamaica, it is an influence country. This country, they doesn't follow the other country. This country, people, they follow Jamaica, but Jamaica, they don't follow other countries. And that it is true. And that's why right now we have been seeing majority of people that have been traveling to go to Jamaica just to see how these people they are, just to know how these people, their culture, just to experience the vibe of Jamaica. We have been seeing majority of people that have been visiting Jamaica, and have been seeing also other people like the Japanese, the Asians, they have started to copy the Jamaican culture. So this is tell you that Jamaicans, it is really an influential country, just like that lady from Jamaica, she has come out and say. So kindly guys, I don't want to talk too much. Kindly subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. And also you can share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me something, what do you love about Jamaica? You can imagine this world without Jamaica. How could this world be? You could not be hearing reggae music, dancehall, hip-hop, and these other, some of the reggaeton. All these music were invented by Jamaicans. So kindly guys, thank you so much. See you on my next one. Bye bye.